Hello and welcome and namaste from New Delhi. This is DD India. I'm Gautam Roy. The show is Express News, where we get you the day's 100 top developments from the country and the world in under 30 minutes. Let's get going. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will inaugurate the new headquarters of the Delhi BJP office on Monday at Deen Dayal Upadhyay Marg, coinciding with Navratri celebrations. In a significant step towards enhancing modern rail connectivity in East Indian state of Bihar, Minister for Railways and Information Broadcasting Ashwini Vaishnav has flagged off 7 new trains through a video link. The trains flagged off from Patna Junction include 3 Amrit Bharat Express trains, marking a major milestone in the expansion of affordable and efficient rail services across the country. With the addition of these 3 Amrit Bharat Express trains, the nationwide count rises to 15, with an overwhelming 13 of them operating from Bihar. The new Amrit Bharat trains being launched are Muzaffarpur Chapra Palli Amrit Bharat Express, Darbhanga Madar Amrit Bharat Express and Chapra Anand Vihar Terminal Amrit Bharat Express. Union Minister Ashwini Vaishnav announced new railway projects connecting Bhutan's mindfulness city Gelepu and industrial hub Samtse, enhancing bilateral ties and regional development on Monday. Over 250 participants, including Indian diaspora and friends, joined the Viksit Bharat Run 2025 in Yiwu, China on Sunday, promoting fitness and national development amidst cultural showcases and community engagement. The 42nd Indian Coast Guard Commanders Conference kicked off in New Delhi for 3 days, uniting senior leaders to address strategic, operational and administrative issues amid geopolitical shifts and maritime threats. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh urged real-time preparedness, automated systems integration and combating narcotics, smuggling and human trafficking, praising the ICG as the first responder in disasters. Kenya's Navy Commander Major General Paul Otieno is on an official visit to India from the 28th of September to the 2nd of October. The Major General received a Guard of Honour at the South Block lawns on Monday. The Kenyan official paid tributes at the National War Memorial, saluting the courage and the supreme sacrifice of Indian bravehearts. In the September edition of Mann Ki Baat, Prime Minister Modi appreciated the Swami Vivekanand Cultural Centre in Colombo for translating the late Dr. Bhupen Hazarika's songs into Sinhala and Tamil. Indian High Commissioner Santosh Jha described the recognition as a proud moment for the centre. Union Minister of Commerce and Industry Piyush Goyal attended the valedictory session of the Uttar Pradesh International Trade Show 2025 at the India Expo Centre in Mart, delivering a keynote address on business opportunities and reforms. The 5-day International Trade Show 2025, which wraps up on Monday, showcased global trade prospects with participation from various countries amid Goyal's recent US visit, focusing on bilateral trade enhancements. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman visited Karur in Tamil Nadu on Monday to meet survivors and families of victims of the deadly Stampede at actor Vijay's TVK rally on Saturday, which claimed at least 40 lives and injured over 100. Accompanied by Ministers L. Murugan and BJP leaders, the Finance Minister inspected the Stampede site, visited hospitals and offered condolences amid ongoing investigations. The Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir has reopened 12 months more tourist spots on Monday. These tourist spots were closed since the 22nd of April Pahalgam terror attack. Of these tourist spots and religious places, 5 are in Jammu Division and 7 are in Kashmir Division. Meanwhile, after nearly 6 months, rafting on the Chenab River in Raisi has been finally resumed in Jammu and Kashmir on Monday. The prolonged suspension was a consequence of unyielding rainfall that elevated water levels, leading to flood-like conditions. The Reserve Bank of India's Monetary Policy Committee is holding meetings which have begun from today till Wednesday. The six-member MPC, led by RBI Governor Sanjay Malhotra, has begun its deliberations with its decisions and assessments set to be announced on Wednesday. Updates now on the markets. Indian equity indices ended flat in a volatile session on Monday. At close, the Sensex was down 61.52 points or 0.08% at 80,364.94. Similarly, the Nifty was also down 19.80 points or 0.08% at 24,634.90. The Indian rupee also ended lower at 88.76 per dollar on Monday versus Friday's close of 88.71. WTI crude fell on Monday to $65.72 per barrel, down 0.59%, while Brent crude dropped to $70.13 per barrel, influenced by geopolitical tensions and potential oversupply. Gold prices surged on to 3,794 to 3,800 per ounce on Monday, up 1.10%, driven by safe haven demand amid US shutdown fears and Fed rate cut expectations. Silver prices hit $46.81 to $47.25 per ounce, up 1.3%, fueled by safe haven demand amid US government shutdown concerns and expectations of Federal Reserve rate cut. Now, amid a looming US government shutdown delaying key jobs data, the dollar weakened as European shares rose on healthcare and tech gains. Investors anticipate Fed rate cuts, boosting S&P futures. Share indices got off to a cautious start in Asia on Monday as investors braced for a possible shutdown of the US government. Japan's Nikkei slipped 0.7%, having risen 6% for September so far, while South Korea's Kospi bounced 1.2%, bringing its gains for the month to 6.3%. MSCI's broadest index of Asia-Pacific shares outside Japan firmed 0.4% to be up almost 4% for the month. US President Donald Trump will meet with top Democratic and Republican leaders in the Congress later on Monday to discuss extending government funding. These talks will be the first between Trump and congressional leaders ahead of the deadline to avoid a federal shutdown. The bill at issue would only fund government until mid-November and must pass before the 1st of October. Without a deal, a shutdown would begin from Wednesday, which is also when new US tariffs on heavy trucks, pharmaceuticals and other items go into effect. Trump has voiced optimism that a deal is near to end the conflict in Gaza ahead of Monday's negotiations with Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu in the White House. Trump and Netanyahu will be meeting at the White House for a high-stakes discussion, which Trump has boasted could end the conflict in Gaza. A White House official said the U.S. plan calls for return of all hostages, living and dead, no further Israeli attacks on Qatar, and a new dialogue between Israel and Palestinians for peaceful coexistence. U.S. Vice President J.D. Vance has said that top U.S. officials are immersed in negotiations with Israel and Arab leaders. Vance believes Trump's optimism is warranted but injected a note of caution. Meanwhile, families of Israeli hostages have urged Donald Trump to uphold his proposed deal to end the Gaza war ahead of the U.S. President's meeting on Monday with Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. Meanwhile, state authorities in Oregon on Sunday sued to halt the deployment of U.S. troops to the northwestern city of Portland, a day after Donald Trump ordered the move. The Portland deployment would follow similar moves by the Republican president to mobilize troops against the wishes of local Democratic leadership in Los Angeles and Washington, D.C. In Grand Blanc, Michigan, Iraq War veteran Thomas Jacob Sanford rammed a truck into a church, fired shots killing 2, injured 8, and set it ablaze. He died in the police shootout which followed his attack. An FBI probe is underway into the motives of the act. U.S. probe agency FBI is leading the investigation into the shooting, with its officials calling it an act of targeted violence. Donald Trump called the incident horrendous in a post on his Truth Social handle. The U.S. agency FBI is leading the investigation into the shooting, with its officials calling it an act of targeted violence. In Southport, North Carolina, combat veteran Nigel Edge, with PTSD, docked his boat at American Fish Company restaurant and fired, killing 3 and injuring 8. He's charged with murder and his attack has been deemed as premeditated. An investigation is ongoing. New York City Mayor Eric Adams has dropped his re-election bid on Sunday, leaving the race to become the city's next mayor, likely between Democrat Zohran Mamdani and former New York Governor Andrew Cuomo. The Taliban have freed U.S. citizen Amir Amiri, detained since December 2024 after Qatari mediation and a visit by envoy Adam Bola. He is the 5th American released this year. The U.S. is now considering Ukraine's request to obtain long-range Tomahawk missiles for its effort to push back against Russian advances. In the latest on the Ukraine-Russia conflict itself, 2 people have been killed as a result of a drone attack in Russia's Moscow region overnight. Russian air defense units confirmed destroying 84 Ukrainian drones. Moldova's pro-EU Party of Action and Solidarity, led by President Maya Sandu, secured 50.03% in parliamentary elections, gaining a majority in the 101-seat chamber to push the EU bid forward, beating pro-Russian bloc's 24.26% amid interference claims. In Bangladesh, at least 3 people were shot dead as fresh violence erupted in Khagrachari on Sunday during protests over the gang rape of a schoolgirl belonging to an ethnic minority community. And we're taking a quick break now in Express News, but more will follow. Stay with us.
Can the US launch a bombing campaign against Iran? The Philippines vessel suffered structural damage. The saga of child sexual abuse. Is the United States China's debt trap strategy? Truth is stranger than fiction. But sometimes hard to uncover. Trust us to tell the truth, unadulterated and pure, of every story that matters to you.
Exactly what save your country.
You read between the lines, cut the clutter, and connect the dots to get you the full picture. Watch Connecting the Dots at these times with me, only on DD India.
Welcome back. You're watching Express News on DD India. I'm Gautam Roy. Let's resume. On the 7th day of the Shardiya Navratri festival, devotees flocked to Delhi's Chhatarpur temple to offer prayers and seek blessings. In Kolkata, Suruchi Singh's Durga Puja Pandal is themed Ahuti, honouring Bengal's unsung freedom fighters. The tribute remembers their sacrifices in India's independence struggle while celebrating Goddess Durga. We're taking a break at the moment. We'll be back in a moment. Stay with Express News.
Complex issues, hidden agendas, twists and turns, strategic games. We think all dots are linked. We just need to connect them. Join me every week as I connect the dots to unravel hidden designs in statecraft, mysteries, and decode issues that matter to you. Watch Connecting the Dots with me at these times on DD India.
Always welcoming. The vibe of Punjab is larger than life. Warm up to grandeur that's beyond compare. And history that's dotted with tales of bravery. Smiling soul of India, where music, art, cuisine and culture comes together to create an unforgettable impression. Punjab is all set to win your hearts with its unique and colorful extravaganza.
This is Kashmir, popular as paradise on earth. A breathtaking region in North India. The abundance in nature and natural resources make Kashmir the muse of multiple historical references in literature and memoirs. Jammu and Kashmir was declared a union territory in 2019 and it has major tourist cities in the valley. This includes Srinagar, Gulmarg, Pahalgam, among others. Nestled in the Pir Panjal and Karakoram mountain ranges of the Himalayas, Kashmir of India is known for its scenic splendor. The celebrated picturesque gardens of Kashmir boast of breathtaking architecture and cultural landscapes, particularly like Nishat Bagh, Shalimar Bagh, Chashma Shahi and Pari Mahal. Snow-capped mountains, plentiful wildlife, exquisite monuments, hospitable people and handicrafts as well. The shikara in the pristine waters of the world-famous Dal Lake of Srinagar cannot be missed. The interiors of Dal Lake leave a charm of their own. Snow-fallen valley is like a winter symphony, making it a Himalayan winterland. Nestled amidst the Himalayas, Kashmir is not just a geographical marvel, but a haven of cultural treasures, tapestry woven with diverse traditions, soulful folklore of Kashmir, the folk music and dance of Kashmir, from the vibrant festivities to the intricate handicraft. Each element in Kashmir Valley encapsulates the enduring spirit of the region that cherishes its rich heritage amidst the breathtaking beauty of its landscape. The beautiful landscape that sets Kashmir apart. This is Kashmir, Kashmir of India. Discover the world with DD India.
Can the US launch a bombing campaign against Iran? The Philippines vessel suffered structural damage. The saga of child sexual abuse is the United States China's debt trap strategy.
Welcome back to Express News. Let's resume. The Indian Met Department has issued warnings of intense rainfall and thunderstorms across several regions in Maharashtra, Gujarat and West Bengal in India. According to the IMD, heavy rains are forecast in Saurashtra and Kutch with an orange alert in effect for most parts of Gujarat. Light to moderate showers or thunderstorms are also expected across the state with a very heavy rainfall predicted on Monday. Maharashtra faces relentless downpours as the IMD has issued a red alert for Mumbai, Thane, Palghar and Raigad, warning of extremely heavy rainfall with thunderstorms and gusty winds. In West Bengal, the day started with partly cloudy skies and intermittent rain, but weather conditions improved gradually through the day. Odisha is set for a wet Dussehra on the 2nd of October as the IMD has predicted low pressure area forming over the Bay of Bengal the previous day, bringing heavy rainfall to the eastern state. Spain's meteorological agency has issued a red warning for heavy rains in the country's east, leading authorities in Valencia to close schools and universities on Monday. Typhoon Burloy struck north-central Vietnam early Monday, causing widespread damage to homes and power grids. The storm has killed at least 24 people, left 20 fishermen missing, and triggered flooding rains as well as huge swells. Authorities evacuated over 28,500 people and closed 4 central airports, cancelling or delaying hundreds of flights. Super Typhoon Ragasa hit Hong Kong and southern China, bringing fierce winds, heavy rainfall and rough seas. The powerful storm battered cities including Yanjiang, causing disruptions and safety concerns across the region. In Vietnam, several major national highways in Da Nang have suffered serious landslides and subsidence after more than 2 days of heavy rains, posing risks to traffic safety and cutting off access to many areas. On the 7th day of the Shardiya Navaratri festival, devotees flocked to Delhi's Chhatarpur temple to offer prayers and seek blessings. In Kolkata, Suruchi Sangha's Durga Puja Pandal is themed Ahuti, honouring Bengal's unsung freedom fighters. The tribute remembers their sacrifices in India's independence struggle while celebrating Goddess Durga. Kolkata's Barisha Club's Durga Puja Pandal Shunyo Pratibhi pays tribute to Bengal's fading circus culture. The creatively designed pandal offers acrobatics, juggling, clowning and equestrian acts, celebrating the legacy of the state's once vibrant circus tradition. In Cuttack, Jobra Durga Puja Pandal showcases a silver filigree medha, highlighting the city's famed craftspersonship. In Prayagraj, a Durga Puja Pandal modelled in Jaipur's Sheesh Mahal is drawing large crowds of devotees. The intricately designed pandal showcases cultural heritage while celebrating the festive spirit of Durga Puja. The Doordarshan festival is being celebrated in Nepal, with the 7th day marked by Phulpati, offering flowers, leaves and fruits to symbolize prosperity and devotion. Every year on 29th of September, World Heart Day is observed to raise awareness on cardiovascular diseases. This year's theme, Don't Miss a Beat, urges people to stay vigilant, adopt heart-healthy habits and seek timely medical care. China's Huajiang Grand Canyon Bridge, the world's highest and longest span steel truss girder suspension bridge in mountainous terrain, officially opened to traffic on Sunday. The world's first methanol-powered transoceanic car carrier has set sail from Tsingy for Europe, carrying nearly 10,000 vehicles. World-renowned photographer Steve McCurry, best known for his iconic Afghan girl portrait, has launched the world premiere of his new exhibition, The Haunted Eye, in Istanbul's Turkiye Cultural Route Festival. About 2 dozen hot air balloons floated over France's Rocamadour during the annual Montgolfièr's festival, painting the skies with vibrant colors against the town's historic backdrop. A unique ancient water clock, or Clepsydra, has been restored and unveiled in Plovdiv in Bulgaria, the only one of its kind in the country. The world's largest beer festival is being celebrated in Germany's Munich Oktoberfest, which has welcomed around 3.5 million visitors so far. Vietnam has launched its first vaccine against respiratory syncytial virus, a major cause of pneumonia. Developed by Pfizer, the vaccine aims to reduce hospitalizations and deaths among pregnant women, newborns and seniors. A-list stars gathered at Milan Fashion Week for Giorgio Armani's final collection. What began as a celebration of the brand's 50th anniversary turned into a heartfelt tribute to the late designer who passed away this month. Indian actor Prabhas has announced his much-anticipated pan-Indian film The Raj Sahib trailer release date, creating a buzz among fans ahead of its 9th of January 2026 theatrical release. An action thriller movie named They Call Him OG has been performing well at the box office. Starring Indian actor Pawan Kalyan, the film has earned over 140 crore INR so far. Cybercrime thriller-based movie named Control trailer is out now as well. Inspired by real incidents and alarming surge in digital fraud, the film is set to hit theatres on the 10th of October. Tollywood superstar Ram Charan has completed 18 years in the industry, and the team of his upcoming film Peddi chose a fitting way to mark the milestone with a powerful new poster from the film. The second teaser of the upcoming war drama 120 Bahadur starring Farhan Akhtar was unveiled on Sunday. Bengali filmmaker Raj Chakrabarti is now ready to step into the world of Hindi entertainment. He's making his debut on a streaming platform. The release date is yet to be announced. All major Spider-Man films are set for a theatrical release across India this November. Indian actor Bobby Deol will take centre stage at the Love Kush Ramlila event at Delhi's Red Fort on Thursday, performing the Ravan Dahan as part of the Shera celebrations. Bangladesh's Oscar committee has chosen Lisa Ghazi's debut feature, Bari Naam Shahana, as its submission for the Best International Feature Film category at the 98th Academy Awards. The team behind Dead to Rights announced that the film has been submitted as China's official entry for Best International Feature at the 98th Academy Awards. In sports, the Board of Control of Cricket in India has announced 21 crore Indian rupees as prize money for the Asia Cup winning Indian cricket team. BCCI Secretary Devajit Saikia said they will lodge a strong protest in the next ICC meeting in November against Asian Cricket Council Chief Mohsin Naqvi, who walked away with the Asia Cup trophy after the Indian team refused to accept it from him. Indian captain Suryakumar Yadav said he will donate his entire match fee from the Asia Cup to the country's armed forces and the victims of Pahalgam terror attack. Batter Tilak Verma was named player of the match after he powered India to a 5-wicket victory against Pakistan in the Asia Cup final. And Indian batter Abhishek Sharma, who amassed 314 runs through the tournament, was named Asia Cup player of the tournament. India will clash with Sri Lanka in the ICC Women's Cricket World Cup opening match in Guwahati on Tuesday. Former Delhi captain Mithun Manhas has been elected as the new president of the Board of Control for Cricket in India. Junior Asian champion Anushka Thakur wins the women's 50-meter rifle 3-position event at the Junior Shooting World Cup in New Delhi. In the men's 50-meter rifle 3-position event, India's Adrian Karmakar fought hard but settled for silver. Two-time Olympian Srihari Nataraj secured 3 medals at the Asian Aquatics Championships in Ahmedabad. In the women's 200-meter freestyle event, 15-year-old Dinidhi Desengu has set the national record with a 5th-place finish. Barca secured a 2-1 comeback win over Real Sociedad to secure top position at the La Liga standings. Yannick Sinner beat Fabian Barozan in straight sets to secure a 3rd straight China Open semi-final berth. Iga Swiatek advanced to the last 16 when her opponent Camila Osorio called it quits. And England's Tyrrell Hatton won the Ryder Cup for Europe with a half point from his match against American Colin Morikawa in New York. And that's all we have in Express News for the moment. All the latest continues right here on DD India. Stay tuned.